Imagine trusting someone with your home, your most valuable asset, your safe space. Now imagine watching that trust disappear piece by piece because of one decision gone wrong. Asterisk. This is the story of a renovation project that looked like the perfect upgrade until it became a financial disaster. Asterisk, a reminder that even in the United States, where regulations feel strong, the wrong contractor can turn a dream home into a financial setback that lasts for years. Asterisk, to understand how it happened, let's start with the family at the center of this story. A family that believed they were investing in a better future. The Rivera family lived in a quiet suburban neighborhood outside Dallas, Texas. They weren't wealthy, but they were comfortable. Asterisk, they had saved for years to renovate their kitchen, update the flooring, and add a small extension that would give their growing children more space. Asterisk, they wanted modern design, open light, and a home that could serve them for the next decade. Asterisk, after months of research, they came across a contractor who seemed perfect. His website looked polished. His portfolio showed beautiful homes. Asterisk, his reviews appeared authentic. Asterisk, and his price was attractive, slightly lower than competitors, but not low enough to raise suspicion. Asterisk, he introduced himself as a licensed contractor with 20 years of experience. Asterisk, he spoke confidently. He used technical terms. He shared stories about past clients. Asterisk, to the Riveras, he seemed professional, trustworthy, and experienced, so they hired him. That decision changed their life. Asterisk, the contract he provided looked legitimate. Asterisk, it listed timelines, materials, costs, and payment stages. Asterisk, but two things stood out, things the Riveras didn't question at the time. First, he requested a larger upfront payment than most contractors usually ask for. Second, he insisted the contract didn't need to go through an attorney. Asterisk, he said the process would be simple. The Riveras agreed. They wanted the project started quickly. Asterisk, within the first week, the contractor removed the old kitchen cabinets, tore out portions of the flooring, and opened a section of the wall. It looked like progress, but then things changed. Asterisk, he started missing days, then weeks. He stopped answering calls. Asterisk, he arrived only occasionally, usually with excuses. He blamed supply delays. He blamed his workers. Asterisk, he blamed weather, even on clear days. Asterisk, and each time he showed up, he asked for more money. Asterisk, the Riveras paid because they believed they were already too far into the project to stop. They trusted that he would finish the work eventually. One morning, they arrived home to find a notice taped to their door. It was from the city inspector. It stated that the renovation had been reported for improper permitting. Asterisk, the contractor had never filed the required permits for demolition or structural work. The open wall and partially removed support beam posed a safety risk. The city issued a stop work order. Asterisk, no one was allowed to continue construction until everything was fully inspected. Asterisk, when the inspector walked through the home, the situation became even clearer. Electrical wiring had been installed incorrectly. The flooring had been cut in a way that weakened the joists. Asterisk, the extension's foundation was uneven. Asterisk, and the structural wall that had been opened was not properly supported. Asterisk, fixing these problems would cost tens of thousands of dollars on top of what the Riveras had already paid. Their contractor had vanished. His phone number was disconnected. Asterisk, his website went offline. Asterisk, the address listed on his contract was a rented mailbox. Asterisk, he had no active license in the state. Asterisk, and every positive review they had seen was fake. The Riveras had become victims of a renovation scam, a scam that is far more common in the United States than most homeowners realize. Asterisk, to understand why this happens, it's important to look at how home renovations work. Asterisk, renovation projects involve multiple layers: design, materials, labor, scheduling, and inspections. Homeowners trust contractors to manage each part, but when that trust is misplaced, the financial risk becomes significant. Asterisk, in this case, the contractor followed a pattern that many scammers use: a professional-looking website, convincing social proof. Asterisk, a price that feels like a deal but not too suspicious, a large upfront payment. Fast early demolition to create the illusion of progress. Asterisk, then delays, excuses, and disappearing altogether. Asterisk, the result is a home left in pieces and a family left with financial loss. Asterisk for the Riveras. The damage was overwhelming. They had used most of their savings for the project. Now they face repair costs that exceeded the original budget. Asterisk insurance offered no help because the contractor was unlicensed. Asterisk, and legally, the chances of recovering money from someone who had already disappeared were low. They were left with only two options: take on significant debt to fix their home, asterisk, or sell the house as is at a loss. Neither choice felt fair. Neither felt deserved, but both were real. Eventually, the Riveras decided to sell the home, asterisk the repairs required were too extensive and the financial pressure too high. They sold it for far less than its original value. They moved into a smaller rental property and began rebuilding their finances slowly. Asterisk, their dream renovation had cost them everything. Asterisk, so why does this story matter? Asterisk, because this is not an isolated case. Asterisk, across the United States, home renovation scams affect thousands of families every year. Asterisk, according to consumer protection reports from multiple states, contractor fraud consistently ranks among the most common complaints. Asterisk, and the financial impact can be severe, sometimes even life-changing. Asterisk, understanding how these scams work helps homeowners protect themselves. Asterisk, there are clear warning signs: an unusually large upfront payment, a contractor unwilling to provide proof of licensing, lack of a physical office location, pressure to skip permits, vague or incomplete contracts, no written timeline, no list of materials, no insurance. Documentation. Asterisk, even something as simple as a contractor asking to be paid in cash instead of through traceable methods can be a signal to walk away. Asterisk, equally important is verifying licensing with the state before signing anything. Most states offer public databases where homeowners can look up a contractor's credentials. They show licensing status, complaints, and disciplinary actions. Asterisk, if the Riveras had checked, they would have discovered that their contractor had no active license at all. It's also crucial to insist on permits. Permits may slow down a project, but they protect homeowners. Asterisk, they ensure that construction meets safety standards and that inspections happen at key stages. Asterisk, a contractor who avoids permits is often avoiding accountability. Another protective step is to break payments into stages. Professional contractors expect milestone payments based on completed work. Asterisk, not one large payment at the beginning. Asterisk, this keeps homeowners in control and ensures the contractor remains committed to finishing the project. Asterisk, finally, homeowners should get multiple bids. Asterisk, comparing prices helps identify outliers. Asterisk, if one estimate is significantly lower than the others, it may indicate poor quality or a potential scam. Asterisk, for the Riveras, the renovation was meant to be an upgrade, a step toward a better lifestyle. Instead, it became a financial setback. Asterisk, their story serves as a reminder that even smart, careful homeowners can become victims when the wrong person gains their trust. Asterisk, but there is a larger message here. Asterisk, homeowners can protect themselves by slowing down, researching thoroughly, and confirming credentials before moving forward. A renovation project should add value, not stress. It should improve a home, not jeopardize it. Asterisk, in the end, the Riveras rebuilt their life. They recovered financially. They moved forward with a deeper understanding of how important it is to verify every detail. Asterisk, and today, they share their story so others can avoid the same experience. Asterisk, a beautiful home begins with trust. And trust begins with knowledge. Because in the world of home renovation, information is the strongest form of protection.